Hi everybody. How's everybody doing? Hold up now. Let me make sure I got some audio. I did do some unplugging yesterday. Welcome everybody. So the reason why I'm asking for, if you noticed the poll question on the chat, shout out to everybody that's coming through. Is because I am noticing, and I know YouTube only gives so many notifications. Yesterday, I did several videos yesterday. I was like, between going live and did several videos, I just wanted to make sure that I kind of wanted to know and test this out. I'm just doing a little experiment. They just know, so sometimes they notify people when the person is live, when the creator is live, and then they notify people when they're in the middle of the live. So it's just kind of sporadic how all of that goes. But you didn't get your notification. This is interesting. So I'm kind of wondering if you guys can do me a favor and go vote, hit the like button, please and thank you. I would appreciate it. Shout out to everybody. Oh my God. See, and I did. So you only get a period. I think it's like within a 24-hour time frame, you only get 3 notifications, and that counts for shorts, pre-uploaded videos and lives. So yesterday I did like 2 shorts, 2 recorded videos, and 2 lives. So we did a lot yesterday. So I said I'm probably not even going to get like notifications, and people are doing the most. I'm learning that myself too, my new channel, but I was notified. Well, I'm glad that you were notified, Brandon. Thank you for giving me the heads up. I really just want to know. Shout out to everybody. Toby's, shout out to you. I got notified. Toby's, did you change your name? I feel like your name was something else. Welcome, my wonderful, beautiful mods. Pika, shout out to Pika, and my wonderful, beautiful Luigi Booty Lover. It's Bruce Booty Lover. Shout out to y'all. Joe, how are you? You got noticed on, you got notified on Discord. That's what I figured. I mean, I try my best to let everybody know on Discord, but sometimes I forget. But yes, everybody just do it. Welcome. Shout out to you. How are you, Paige? YouTube doesn't notify before you go live. Schedule 3 notifies when you live. You get 3 notifications per day per channel. I'm learning. Hi, nurse. How are you? Nebby's in the house. How are you? Staysperia's here. Shout out to Stayspiria. Who else? Joe is here as well. Toby, Space Cowgirl. Who else? Danetta. Mana, how are you? How's everybody doing? Miss Wee Elassie, thank you for being here. Who else? Who else did I miss? I missed a couple people. Did I say hello to everybody for the most part? But Bartman, welcome. You got yours. Glad to hear. Shout out to you. Let's see. Paige, I said hello already. Welcome, y'all. Y'all are amazing. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Maya, how are you? Alyssa, Ren, Tabby Cat, 30, number 31 on the like button. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Katie, how are you? Diana, welcome. Evil Queen, how you doing, my love? Shout out to Evil Queen. Who else? Who else? Let's see. Discord only notification only rabbit. Okay. Alyssa is done. Welcome, Diana Taylor. Everybody that's coming through. I'm letting those notifications go out. Let's see. Critical K made friends with the special prosecutor of the Karen Reed case, just FTR. That lady, Critical K, she's still around, North End Andrea. Made friends with the special prosecutor of the Karen Reed case. Shout out to the Glare. How does the Glare feel about that one? The Glare, shout out to the Glare because he's been exposing a lot of what's going on over there in the Karen Reed case. So as it pertains to Critical K, I would definitely hit up, what's his name, the Glare. Hit up the Glare. Shout out to the Glare. You guys know. And actually, there's a new documentary on that. The thing about the Karen Reed case, listen, I've been oh yeah, yeah. You guys, there's a lawyer here. They gave me the exclusive, who's also one of our friends here of this channel. This is an interview that I did almost 2 years ago or a year and a half ago. Check it out. Expose Critical K and the fact that there's something floating on the air. I can even see it. Something that Critical K did. She was getting sued and didn't even respond to the lawsuit. Not sure she can handle us. Y'all are a crazy ass. But shout out to everybody from Boston, but you guys are crazy as hell. Okay, like I'm crazy, but y'all are crazy. Oh, you tagged me on Twitter. All right, love. Well, let me tell you, I have talked about the Karen Reed case here and there. Um, Everybody does a little bit something different. I have a view of being able to look at all sides. I have not covered the Karen Reed case very much because, first of all, it's intense. That is one intense case, and y'all are crazy. But I love y'all. Shout out to you guys. I'm also a little crazy, but shout out to you. Shout out to you. I would be proud of that. Brandon probably just wants to try and get. He has no friends. Ooh, who's that? Welcome, welcome, everybody coming through. Y'all are coming in spicy today. What is going on? Are you guys okay? Did you guys put something in your coffee? Did you guys sleep? Diamond Rainbow says, I'm doing laundry, but listening in the background. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Oh man, you said you're smart, not to a lot of creators, wouldn't touch it. We love you here in Boston though. Thank you. I might talk about it here and there, but listen, that case, that's an intense case. All right. And I think the Glare is the perfect person to I mean, he really is. And then shout out to attorney Melanie Little as well. I mean, there's some really good, creators out there that are touching it, and I think that are doing right by it. There's some people that don't agree with everything that's going on. I'm kind of sitting here waiting for like, all right, new trial or some. I don't even know. Like, we just go wait to see what happens, if you know what I mean. All right, all right, all right. Shout out to everybody. You're in Arizona. So hey, in Arizona today, Hawaii tomorrow. Love this channel. Thank you. Oh my gosh. When I went to Hawaii, I took the flight from Arizona to Hawaii. I did. So that's why I had to stop there. So maybe that's what you're doing, or maybe you're staying in Arizona. Shout out to you. Sylvia's in the house. Cheeks is in the house. Welcome everybody coming through. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, I see, I see, I see. I was like, "What you talking about?" Thank you, thank you. Oh, Emily, yeah, Emily Baker's fucking amazing too. And CLR Bruce Rivera, gotcha. Well, definitely the lawyer is another amazing person. Shout out to him. I like his breakdowns. Shout out to them. Yeah, that is a 7-hour flight. So that's a long ass flight from Hawaii to Arizona to Hawaii. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But oh, I'm out of okay, but it's cold. Well, that's good. But let me tell you, Hawaii's beautiful and it's amazing. But the Big Island is packed. When I went there, it was packed. I said, "Oh my god!" And it's a lot of tourism. I would suggest if you go there, try to like drive away from Waikiki. Go further out there, up in the mountains. Get to the place where you're out there and you're kind of seeing the beautiful people and stuff like that. You just flew yourself. Oh my God. I'm telling you, Hawaii is wonderful. It's a beautiful, beautiful island, but it's very packed. And the freeways and highways, listen, if you're planning to go, like if you're going on Punch Bowl Highway, I think that's what it's called, plan ahead. And I'm talking about 3 or 4 hours ahead, because it's like butt to gut traffic in that area. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Says Rabbit, you're always on Pacer. That must cost you a fortune. Andrew, I am always on Pacer. Shout out to wonderful Sylvia. Actually, I gave Sylvia a shout out. You're right. And I had my bill. Actually, I did better this last time. My bill was $48. So I was happy to see that. But I am always on Pacer. I'm always looking and seeing. I hate Pacer. I really do. And I've been using it for like what, 3 years, almost 3 or 4. It's not very user friendly. I've had to learn how to use it. That's what I got to say. I don't understand why we haven't improved Pacer, if you know what I mean. At least for me, it's like and I'm not a lawyer or anything like that. The most I took from anything lawyer was I took like a couple of well, I have a master's degree in social work, but in the summer, about a couple years ago, I took like a pre-law course, and I was thinking about going into law school. And I left it at thinking about going into law school. And I said, I don't know if I'm really ready for something like that. That's how I felt. Yes, yes, yes. Shout out to everybody. All right, we coming through, everybody. Come through, come through, come through. Shout out to y'all. Hit the like button, please, and thank you. So yesterday, I missed this news. So we're gonna talk about this news today. So apparently, there has been like portions of the Gene Hackman body cam officer police footage that has been released. And literally, it's interesting. Okay, let me show you guys what the people are saying. So I'm gonna pull some sources. Of course, we got our scammy TMZ. Andrew says I'm a lawyer and I can't stand Pacer. They haven't improved that, and I'm telling you, I just feel like I always get lost, and I've been using it for a long time, and I've had to show people how to use it, but I still get lost myself. It Pacer sucks. Okay, but my Pacer bill is very high, so I appreciate it. I did better. The highest I've ever had, I think it was like $200 to $300 or something like that one year, and that was during was it the R. Kelly trial? Something like that. It was close to it. So we got a couple trials coming up. Diddy, and then there's gonna be the Gloria Trevi, Sergio Andrade trial, which is another piece that hopefully I'm able to cover for another sector of YouTube in Spanish. So hopefully y'all gonna like that one. Okay, it's gonna be good. And then of course we have Liam Payne civil stuff as well as all the Jane Doe stuff. So shout out to y'all. Okay, let me clear my throat, y'all. We got to get it together. So let's start with this one because this is the first article that I saw. Gene Hackman death case, police body cam footage video release. Bury the dog with Betsy. So Gene Hackman's daughter told the sheriff who found her father dead in his home to cremate his dead dog and bury its remains with that of his wife, Betsy Arakawa, according to a newly released body cam footage. Huh? Wait. This is confusing. So, if I'm understanding this correctly, the officers are responding. They're telling the daughter what's going on. Daughter says, "Hey, go ahead and bury them together with the dog." Okay, let's see. And we'll watch the body cam footage. The footage released Friday by Santa Fe County Sheriff's Office features a phone call between Deputy and Jean's daughter, Elizabeth. She tells police to cremate the dog at the county animal shelter, bury the remains with Betsy. Elizabeth also tells police to kindly save the dog's collar. Hold up. Well,
with Mochi Health, I've lost.
Make sure I mute these commercials. Lord have mercy. Hold up, y'all. This is crazy. Why did it stop? Here we go. Hurry up. Join Mochi. Mochi. We're not getting paid for infomercials. But let's hurry up with these infomercials. Let's go. They made these longer. I feel like it's longer than 60 seconds at this point. Here it is.
One bottom, one on the top floor. German Shepherds guarding her. Last contact with them was by phone 2 weeks ago with these three individuals up here.
You know, they've been here all the time, and they go in and out just like nothing. You know, they always say, "Hi, Ron." I didn't see anything that would like think, "Hey, something's going on."
Like no
you know,
fighting.
no, nothing. She's always nice, and he always gives me shit. You know, about buying new vehicles. He always say, "Mr. Gay, it's time for you to get a new truck." You know, he's just a normal person. You know, and I was something to see that both of them, bro. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Oh,
you're
man.
Close to them, you know.
I got attached to all these people. You know, they treat me really well, and like her, she was a sweetheart. And to see them like that.
All right. So on the death notification, you notified the two daughters. Do you have their name?
Two daughters. One was going to be Elizabeth. And let me just make sure I have the name. Leslie.
Elizabeth and Leslie.
Yes, I spoke with Leslie directly. She said that she was with Elizabeth at that time whenever I told her the events that occurred today. And I spoke with Chris, who does business with Betsy, and he's also there with Yoshi Feaster. That was identified to be Betsy's mom, and he relayed the message over to her of our findings of today, just given that she's older and she didn't really speak too well of English. So All
Okay.
family members are aware of what's
Do you,
going on.
do you know if Betsy has any children? Or you don't know?
Betsy, as far as I'm aware right now, doesn't have any children.
Okay.
Everything that, whenever I spoke to the head of the state for Betsy and Jean, the only information of family that they had was Yoshi, which would be Betsy's mom.
Okay, so do
Okay, hold on a second. Go.
hold up, y'all. Oh man. Here we go. Cop car always have gaming laptops with the lights up and the keyboard. Yeah, their laptops are definitely pretty cool. Let's see. Does she want dog's DNA on the collar? I don't know. It's a good question. Hey Pinto, hey, before I go, everybody coming through, thank you guys for hitting that like button. The whole thing is strange. You're right. Like all of it is just off. Okay, so the article further reads after we read that in another clip, deputies speak with groundskeeper at Gene and Betsy's New Mexico compound, and he gets emotional realizing he won't see them again. So this is the groundskeeper guy, okay? This is who we saw getting emotional. As we reported, officials in the Santa Fe, New Mexico, have already concluded Betsy likely died about a week before Hackman is thought to have died due to hantavirus, a rare disease that can be fatal. Authorities made it clear that Hackman had advanced Alzheimer's, and it's unclear if he even realized Betsy had passed away before he died from cardiovascular disease. As you know, Jean and Betsy's death were labeled suspicious in an application for a search warrant, and investigators recovered health records, medication, and cell phones from the scene. The two were found dead in separate rooms of the mansion, and one of their 3 dogs, which was crated after a vet appointment, died as well. In the footage, the deputy tells Jean's daughter the other 2 dogs were found alive and were rehomed with the family. I didn't hear him talk to the other daughters. Now hold up. Let me see. This is only 40, and it's not a lengthy footage that they're sharing. So
cremate the dog and bury it with Betsy. Yeah, and if the dog is wearing a collar, could you save that for me?
Just obtained body cam footage reveals they
wait. That's her? They just found out that they died? Hold up.
Cremate the dog and bury it with Betsy. Yeah, and if the dog is wearing a collar, could you save that for me?
just obtained body cam footage reveals a heartbreaking moment at Gene Hackman's New Mexico home last month. The video, first obtained by TMZ, features Hackman's daughter Elizabeth asking police for permission to cremate the family dog and bury its remains alongside Hackman's wife, Betsy Arakawa. Video also shows Santa Fe County Sheriff's deputies speaking with the caretaker who found the bodies of the actor and Arakawa.
That's the question that I have. Why would they expect the officers to take care of the body? That's this seems like a very, I don't know, they weren't close, guys, so keep that in mind. Hold up, let me see what the Sun has to show. Let's mute that. Let's go. Skip ad. Here we go.
Cam footage reveals a heartbreaking moment at Gene Hackman's New Mexico home.
Not supposed to be out if anyone's here.
Hold up.
Police. Authorities believe Betsy passed away about a week before Hackman, likely due to hantavirus, a rare and deadly disease spread by rodents.
They're not supposed to be out if anyone's here. They are never supposed to be out. And so at that point, I knew something was wrong. And then I told him, my exact words were, you know whose house this is? And he's like, I do. It's Gene Hackman's.
Now, as we know, the medical examiner has determined that Betsy died from hantavirus, while Gene died several.
I mean, yeah, it's like possible that she probably didn't know the process, who takes care of what. And they're just like making arrangements. You know, like I said, they weren't very close, guys. It doesn't sound like he was around in their formative years and whatnot. But it's weird. I will say this, Cheeks. It's combine that with the carbon monoxide statement to the media. It's all just like, oh my gosh, no. So this is the entryway of the house. I mean, Hold up. Let's see. Wow, it's a very gated, very gated home, that's for sure. And this is just some footage. I really wish they would have released a full like video. Look at this. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous house. Like you're gonna have rats. They're literally in the middle of like a desert type of area. Look at this. It's a gorgeous house. I mean, you can have a lot, and it's just the two of them with the dogs, guys. Who else was there? Literally by themselves. Right? Oh man. Hold up. Now let me see if I was hoping for more body cam footage. Like they don't have a lot. Why? Now hold up. There's some other articles. Let's see. Oh man, Gene Hackman body cam footage reveals gruesome requests. See, the Daily Mail saying something's not right. The Daily Fail. Gene Hackman's daughter asked cops to cremate her dog and bury the remains with his wife's in the body cam footage after all three were found dead in the home. Elizabeth Hackman made the request to cops after they found the bodies of the late actor and penis. Okay. Newly released body cam footage obtained by TMZ shows the star's daughter quietly discussing the arrangements. I'm thinking cremate the dog and bury it with Betsy. She says, if the dog was wearing a collar, could you save that for me? Other video obtained by KOB4 showing the heartbreaking moments cops arrived to the scene interviewing a shell-shocked staff member who first found the couple. He explains he hadn't heard from them in a while and immediately became suspicious. He arrived to the property and found the dogs loose. They're never supposed to be out, so at that point I knew something was wrong, he told police. I told the officer, you know whose house this is? And he said, I do, it's Gene Hackman's. Oh, okay, and who are these? Elizabeth Hackman is pictured with daughter Annie. Asked cops to save the dog collar prior to the cremation. This is the daughter. So that's Gene Hackman's daughter? And that's her daughter, Annie? Okay. The couples were discovered lying dead in separate rooms. We know this. I don't want to repeat the information. Let me see about this. Is there new footage here?
Well, new tonight, we're getting a glimpse at the initial investigation into the deaths of actor Gene Hackman and his wife Betsy after the couple's bodies were found at their home in Santa Fe County. The Santa Fe County Sheriff's Office has released lapel video as their deputies first arrived there at the scene. Zach Rael has been following that story for us ever since it broke. He joins us live from our newsroom. So, Zach, you've been looking through the videos. What can you tell us tonight?
Yeah, Trevor, that's right. There is well over an hour of body camera video that was released late this afternoon, about a month after the couple.
But they said an hour. We're only getting clips of it. How come we're not receiving the whole video? Right, Natasha? That's what I'm saying. They weren't very close. Hey, Palabra, how are you? ¿Quién llegó? Yo llegué. Shout out to you. She cares more about the... Well, the thing is I just don't think he was around. You know what I mean? I know, Luigi. Every time I think about the ads, I think of Luigi. There is one that lasts 20 minutes from a different channel. Not sure if it shows because I stopped watching it. There's a 20-minute one?
Was found by two maintenance workers at their Santa Fe home. Now, all of the videos are from outside the house. You can hear the workers explaining to the deputies that the Hackmans are high profile and expressed worry that the news will get out. One of the deputies commented just how strange it was that both Gene and Betsy Arakawa Hackman appeared to have dropped where they stood. Now, in this clip, you can hear the initial interview that a deputy did with one of the men who first found the couple, who says he got worried after not hearing from them for weeks. He went to the home, and that's when he says he found the couple's dogs loose.
Hold up.
They're not supposed to be out. Is anyone?
I found it. And I think you're talking about, is it the interview room? Is that who it is? That has the full body cam? Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Let me see. Let's review this real quick. I'm going to try to show it under fair use, of course. Let me see.
Taylor. Yeah.
I'm going to try to put the copyright stuff. Hopefully we don't get dinged.
So you see how I opened that clicker? He had a tip on his clicker. Thank you for that.
Will do, man. I appreciate it. Let me talk to you. Okay. Monday here, and I'll wait for you up there. Okay.
So much of it is muted, y'all. Hold up now.
Just because you were here in the premise.
They strike?
Not that we're listening to stress or anything.
They do? Okay. I got to be careful, y'all, because they do strike. Hold up.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Okay.
Thank you, Joseph.
You're welcome. Again, I'm sorry for your loss.
Hold up. Let me see. What does she say full?
Offered to cremate Zina or doing a.
Oh, this is where they get talking to. I got to be careful because if they do strike, I do not want to strike.
Elizabeth, this is Leonard again with the sheriff's office.
Oh, hi.
Hey, so Joseph's here to take custody of the other dog. They were discussing with animal control, and I believe in our conversation earlier, you had mentioned that Joseph was going to adopt the dogs. Joseph said that that just to clarify that he wasn't, but he offered to onto the dog.
So much of it is just them calling them out and figuring out the arrangements of this dog. So it's not out of the norm because they're trying, like they probably already knew the news and they let them know what they were planning to do.
Dogs until the arrangements were made. He had mentioned that Betsy was a dog fanatic and that he believed that there's probably something in a will, but he said he wouldn't mind housing them, holding the dogs until arrangements were made with the family.
Interesting.
With I guess you. So I don't know if you were misunderstood or if you misunderstood.
Yeah, it was my sister that took the call yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't understand. Okay.
So they're not playing. This is what bothers me is like they know that this body cam footage is out and people aren't like playing the whole thing. Play the whole thing so that we understand what is going on, right? Like don't play half of it. Now hold up. I'm going to see if I can find it somewhere else too because like I said, I don't want to strike and I don't want to have to fight with another creator over that because I will definitely be fighting and arguing and I don't want to do that. Let me see if I can find because so far this is the only creator that I see that has it. Shocking twists uncovered. Now hold up. Law and Crime doesn't strike that I know of, but they're not showing the body cam footage. Damn it, man. This is so annoying. And of course, all of this is under fair use, but people like to get you know, they want to be able to put it out first, which I understand. I completely get it. Let's see. I think I've already shown this one. It's been shown everywhere.
Well, new tonight, we're getting a glimpse at the initial invest.
That's not new. This is so annoying. Wow. I think the call is a little bit like they've already made arrangements. I mean, it's not really giving suspect. The other thing that people have to understand that they're not very close. I mean, he wasn't around in their formative years. It wasn't like he raised, you know, the kids and then say, well, or even abandoned them. Like he really just wasn't around. That's what it sounds like. This is why they're able to kind of talk about it, you know, nonchalantly and stuff like that. It's kind of how I see it. Hold up, let me see. Before my mom passed, she was the only person I spoke with every single day. Your dad are kind of estranged, no fault of their own. I tried so hard and he did horrible things. I'm so sorry. I mean, it is what it is. You said this person strikes, he's an ass. If you strike, you're an ass. We just have to be kind of mindful of what's going on. But like this right here has already been released.
Yeah, and if the dog is wearing a collar, could you save that for me?
It sounds like they had already been talking to the family. So that's the thing. It's like, I want them to release the whole thing because if you just hear portions of it, it sounds like the daughter's only worried about the, you know, the arrangements. We just don't know. I feel like we're being misinformed by only certain parts of the commentary, if that makes sense. That's how I see. But here's the deal. When they said who died first, Yeah, no, they won't. I've done that before. I will credit them and I'll shout them out, and then they will do the most. I think that's one channel that does. That's what I've heard. So I'm not gonna even try to even do all that. It's pretty effed up because, like I said, it's body cam footage. There's channels out here with a lot of body cam footage out there, but yeah. Let's see. Not being there for your children in the formative years and intentionally keeping them out of your will is abandonment, though. Well, there's that. Some people do feel like that it's like he really wasn't around. He also didn't check. There isn't a lot of checking on, people and stuff like that on your kids. So, can you expect anything back? Can you reciprocate any of this? Can you? What do you expect when something like this happens? That's the issue that we have. Hold up now. Body cam footage. My thing is did the Santa Fe police or sheriff's department, did they figure out what they're going to do about like the death part? Are they going to correct whatever investigation part? That's what we need to know. That's what we need to know. I disagree with it. They should not release the footage call while the police first contact next if kin is wrong. Let the conversation remain private. Could they get into like some really like hot water stuff, right? If they just kind of release everything all at once. They should not release the footage call where the police first contact next if the kin is wrong. Let that conversation remain private. It's a little crazy, right? Hey, Chemo. Kim says, I'm not very close to my father. However, I think would be a bit more upset if we found out a disease like that. I just don't know more. The more I hear with this case, the more suspicious I get. Interesting. His kids don't deserve the money. Ooh, says Sylvia. His kids don't deserve his money. He never intended it to go to them. That was not his wishes. But they will definitely fight for it now. And are they making decisions for his wife? Shouldn't her mom? Well, that's the thing. It's like, what did it look like for them growing up? Right. And now they're going to be fighting in court. And that's just the piece where people were saying it doesn't matter who died first. Yes, it does. Because I think it's all about the will and whatnot, if you know what I mean. If the family does not want such conversation released, it should not be released. And I thought they were fighting for it not to be released. At least the body cam footage. Hold up. Let's see. Because I do remember reading that they were going, I made you wonder because I thought they were going to go to court over this. Hold up. Here it is. Okay, so this is why they were able to release. So Gene Hackman and wife Betsy, this is why they were able to release. Let me share my screen. I'm pretty sure that there was an article out there that said that they couldn't release it, but like they were fighting in court for this. Gene Hackman's estate has filed a petition to block the release of a body cam footage. Newly released footage reportedly falls outside of that scope. Interesting. So whatever they release now was outside of that scope, if I'm understanding this. So what if Gene did not have a good relationship with this kids growing up? Maybe they reconciled. There's that. I wonder about this. Like, how does this fall outside of the scope? Body cam footage of Gene Hackman and his wife Betsy death investigation has been released according to reports. Now, TMZ obtained 2 videos from the investigation. One video shows a Santa Fe County Sheriff's deputy talking on the phone with Gene's daughter about what to do with the remains of the dead dog inside the home near Betsy's body. We saw that. In the video, Gene's daughter, who TMZ identifies as Elizabeth, told the officer to cremate the dead dog and bury the remains with Arakawa. Gene's daughter asked the officer if the dog was the older one of the couple's bunch. She knew about the dogs. So they must have had conversations. It wasn't like they were completely out. It was later confirmed that the dead dog was Zena, who was 12. She was the couple's oldest dog. Elizabeth asked the officer if Zena was wearing a collar and if she could save it. We know about this. Okay. Now, the video is dated for February 27th, the day after Gene and Betsy's bodies were found. The second video obtained by TMZ shows a groundskeeper, which we saw that, on the day the couple was found seemingly distraught over the death. Okay, we've seen this. So, local news stations reported it had received over 1 hour footage. It's an hour footage, but we're only getting portions of it. The outlet reported that most of the videos are outside of Hackman's home and interviewed the workers who found them. The outlet noted a recent lawsuit, here it is, by the Hackman estate attempting to block these released body cam footage. The sheriff's office says that this falls outside of the scope of that lawsuit from the Hackman estate. Lawyer Kirk Sumner filed a petition March 11th in State District Court in Santa Fe, attempting to prevent the medical investigator and the Santa Fe County Sheriff's Office from releasing the footage, according to the Santa Fe New Mexican. The petition attempts to block the release of the couple's autopsy and death investigation until their deaths can be litigated, according to the outlet. Sumner wrote that once an images are released, the bell cannot be unrung. That's an interesting say. Like, once you release something, you can't take it back. It's out there. It's out there. You said Jam says, don't see me. He had a good relationship with his children because that was a long time no contact. But the child, or at least Elizabeth, knew what the oldest dog was. So maybe they had like here and there conversation, but not. I guess it just depends. What is the scope of the statement falling outside the scope? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. This is going to be interesting to watch and see how it plays out in court, as far as like if there is anything that they get. Thank you, Clearly Suppressive. I appreciate it. They didn't want the autopsy report released. That's right, Jam. Let's see. Okay, so if there was no wrongdoing, then what would one care about the body cam footage? That's a good question. Kim, let me ask you, or everybody in the chat. If it's deemed that there's no wrongdoing, do we really need the body cam footage at this point? Does the public really need to know? I mean, all of this is just sus, like in my opinion, or like if they deemed it, but they've had a couple errors in their investigation too. So where do you guys land with that? That should be a survey question. Shout out to everybody that hit that like button. Hold up now. Let me ask. James says it's none of my business. Okay. Hold up. Let's see. If there is no wrong, thank you, Kim, for this question. I think it's a good question. Then does the public need the body cam footage? Yes or no? Answer, let me know. And I heard the autopsy was official and was a supplement detoxifier. Oh, biscuit. Okay. I think we're looking through every single thing because we need more answers. Let me know. What do y'all think about? Because I think Kim asked a really good question, right? Like, okay. All right. Oh, this is an interesting poll. If there's no wrongdoing, then does the public need the body cam footage? We have 25 votes so far. 40% said yes, and 60% said no. Okay, but I could see this kind of like I'm gonna see where I'm gonna stop it at 50 votes and see what everybody says here, because I need to know. What do you guys think? And hit the like button, please, and thank you. You said also heard that the daughter got convicted with life. Whose daughter? Huh. I think it's okay to honor privacy if there's no investigation, says Dee Dee. My brother hasn't visited my dad since my mom died 6 years ago, says James. Remember, these are middle-aged adult children. Did they not visit? Why? It's odd and it's sus. Some people don't visit their parents. I don't know. But it further says that Sumner wrote that once the images were released, the bell cannot be unrung. Well, is there something in the image? See, it's statements like this that makes me kind of like, well, is there something in the images that First of all, I don't want to see images of. I don't want to see Gene Hackman or Betsy in that condition. That's not the point. But is there like something in the investigation that is like off or weird or whatever? I have to wonder. Sumner argued that the couple's right to privacy outweighs the public interest in the couple's death. He cited Kurt Cobain's death in his petition and pointed out that court refused to release the death scene photographs. Ah, yeah, that is true. Undersigned counsel cannot think of a respective harm that would come to the state and county offices from respecting the discretion of Mr. Hackman and Mrs. Hackman's Arakawa's right to privacy. During their lifetime, the Hackmans placed significant value on their privacy and took affirmative vigilante steps to safeguard their privacy. Mr. and Mrs. Hackman were members of this community, not part-time casual residents. The personal representative seeks to continue to preserve the privacy of the Hackmans following their tragic death and support a family constitutional right to remembrance and desire to grieve in peace. At the time, Sumner has no comment for the Fox News Digital. So the Associated Press reported that the petition detailed Gene and Betsy's discreet lifestyle in Santa Fe. Let me see. Associated Press. Let me copy and paste that real quick. What do y'all think? All right, let me look at the poll. Do we have? Oh, we have 56 votes. So this is gonna be interesting. See where you guys fall on this one. Let's pull the AP. Oh yes, but this is a March 13th article. Okay. If there's no wrongdoing, then does the public need the body cam footage? Okay. 48% said, 49% said yes, and 50% said no. This is 59 votes. So an interesting poll here, guys. Some of you guys are actually citing that, the public does not deserve to know the information if there's no wrongdoing. Kim says, if there was no wrongdoing, I would want the autopsy. Body cam footage released seen as this is a very suspicious overall. I would want people to know I was innocent. Who would you be accusing, though? Well, thank you. I haven't seen you around, Jam. I hope you're doing well. Thank you. But who would you? All right, let me ask you guys a question. Okay, Kim, because you definitely got your coffee on point. Mine hasn't quite hit there yet, okay? Kim, when you say I would want people to know I was innocent, who do you think is, like, when you ask this or state this, you're kind of already implying that there's somebody already to be accused, right? Or what do you think happened? I'm kind of wondering. Is there more to this? That's what I want to know. What about Gene's wife's mom? Gets nothing. I mean, her daughter did die also, and she was the original will of the daughter to get some money. I don't know. Well, now they're I mean, they weren't visiting them like that. They weren't close, but now they're fighting for the monies. I don't know. What do y'all think? FOIA is FOIA. It's actually $1,000 a day to deny it. Katie, I'm not sure about what in the heck they're saying, says Diamond. Shout out to you. I very much doubt her family has received no support at all. That's the question. What support have they received or anything? I think Betsy's mom would have to claim some of that money, says Shannon's Journey. Biscuit, which daughter? Who are you talking about? Because I'm so confused. I see your comment, but I'm confused. Whose daughter did this? Who? Let me know. Randall Girl says, me, I would not care if people thought I did something because peeps are always going to mind bending a situation to feed their entertainment needs. You said you're very suspicious of the groundskeeper and the daughter? Interesting. You're very suspicious of the groundkeeper and daughter. Okay. Biscuit, which daughter, though? There's an incarcerated daughter? Jean's daughter? I didn't know this. Which one? She's incarcerated serving life? Is that what you guys are saying? Put a name on it so I can Google search it. I didn't know this. Yeah, I've never heard this. This is the first for me. And I would think that this would be something that would have been like heavily reported too, given the heavy suspicion around the situation. I have to, like, y'all got to tell me in the chat. What are you guys talking about? Hold up. Now, I need to know, like, Andrew was saying, right? He said that what falls out of that scope? Is there more to this? Like, I get that I'm not there. I wasn't there. I can understand why it was a bit off to talk to the officer about who gets cremated, who gets buried next to do. I completely get that. But I feel like we're missing a lot of context too, to be quite honest. Like, I'm playing devil's advocate here, all right? I do feel like we are missing some more context out of that. And if we're missing context on that, we're probably missing context on a lot of things that we don't even know. If you know what I mean. Now, I do get the sense that they value the privacy. That's important, right? All of it is important. Hold up. Let me tell you guys. It's, yeah. And everybody's saying it's an odd request. I get that. Definitely an odd request, I would say. Not something that I would ask, but maybe there was just some confusion. But I do appreciate, this is the Men's Journal, major mistakes. We got to talk about all these mistakes that they were making. The daughter was sentenced for a red rum. What's her name? Which one? She has no statutory right to any of her daughter's estate if Betsy has a valid will and the mother is not a beneficiary under that will. On backup channel, her name is Elizabeth. On back channels, I think her name is Elizabeth. That's the same Elizabeth that was on that footage. I absolutely knew his wife went first and his mental health had declined and was left to fend for himself. I can believe that too. Thank you. Look at y'all are see red rum. I'm like, red rum. Oh, I get it. It's backwards for murder. Gotcha. So hold up. Let me see this. Let me look this up. You saying Elizabeth Hackman murder charges? I don't see anything. Where did you guys find this? I don't see nothing. Nothing. I don't know if it's true. I'm definitely, if we don't have any receipts, we don't have any receipts. But I do appreciate the creativity because y'all, I didn't even know that that was murder. What murder was? Murder is backwards. Shout out to Luigi. Y'all, you guys act like I would know all this backwards stuff and stuff like that. Hackman's daughter crime equals misinformation videos online as clickbait. Yeah, I didn't even know that there was such. So they did clickbait videos on Elizabeth Hackman murdering somebody. It was not Elizabeth. Who was it then? It's clickbait. Gotcha. I don't see anything. I search. Let me see. But now that's going to feed into if it's not true, especially that little comment about the dog and everything. People are going to like feed off of that. You already know it's going to start some major stuff. There is nothing. She didn't do anything, guys. There is nothing. Y'all, the internet is going to internet. I'm just saying. Gotcha. See, I couldn't remember. I have watched The Shining, but I didn't even know that that's like completely didn't even connect those two. Y'all, my coffee hasn't hit. Y'all need to show me some receipts, okay? And then don't show me a clickbait video. Show me some receipts that this woman was like convicted of murder, all right? It's extremely odd all the way around, so therefore attracts suspicions with the inconsistencies and mistakes. They made mistakes in this investigation. I will give you that. I definitely feel like they made some mistakes. That's how I see that. You said the video has been scrubbed? Well, all right. If you guys find the video, anybody, if you're a member of mine, go on to the Discord and tag me to it, please and thank you. Thank you. I would appreciate it, but I'm pretty sure that it's like totally. It sounds like it's clickbait and it sounds like it's wrong. All I know is the law can be asked backwards and doesn't make sense all the time. Just saying. It does. I would say so. The ass backwards law. Remember the first client in movie Legally Blonde who killed the father in the movie? Mm-mm. Sorry, y'all. I'm showing, look at my comments. Steeler Princess, but you can't drop links in the chat. You have to go drop it on the Discord and tag me, girl, because you can't drop links in there. I don't see it. I don't like literally. YouTube will not let you drop links. And the reason I have it set up that way is because I've had people sent me bound chicken wow wow videos in the live chat, and I'm like, no, we have no more link options in the live chat. You'll tag me. They will tag me, but it won't let you on the comments because, like I said, we get a lot of bound chicken wow wow type of videos. We don't need those in the chat. Yes, Biscuit, it's true. Like it just won't. Okay. So, anyways, let me show you guys. I mean, but if that's gonna be quite the conspiracy. Let me see if I can find what you guys are talking about. Let's see if somebody has it on YouTube too. Elizabeth Hackman. What? Nope, that's not it. There's no videos. I don't even see any videos. It must have been one of those. Hold up. Is it one of these golden Hollywood histories? Elizabeth Hackman severs all ties after DNA results confirm Gene Hackman is not her father. Okay, there's that. Then there's inside Gene Hackman's wife mystery. Hold up. I'm looking. I feel like I already know what kind of videos this would be. There's nothing that says that on, at least on YouTube. I don't see any videos. Please do not feed the algorithm. Shout out to you. Hold up. Let's see. But Rabbit, you can't believe that Pac and Tupac. So no, it's not. Biscuit, that's not even, I don't believe that Tupac is in Cuba. I'm sorry. I just don't. I'm sorry. I don't believe that Pac is in Cuba. But you can't hold that against me. You just can't. It's my belief. I don't hold it against you if you believe it. You know, I cannot. If you believe Tupac is in Cuba, okay, I don't hold that against you. Don't hold it against me if I don't believe it. Y'all, don't do me like that. Don't hold it against me if I don't believe that Tupac. But shout out to you, Biscuit. You're hella funny. Hey, Abraham. You said I left the links to the clickbait video in the open chat Discord. Okay, let's look at that video real quick. I'll entertain it for entertainment purposes. Okay, Gene Hackman's daughter sentenced for murder. Goodbye forever. Oh, okay. But we don't have a link to that video. Is it a YouTube video? It is a YouTube video. Let me look it up, okay? Hold up, y'all. I think I found it. Let me see. Gene Hackman's daughter sentence for murder. This video got 53,000 views. You have got to be kidding me. Oh, Lord have mercy. It's one of those content farm videos. You guys got to stop falling for this BS videos, okay? First of all, this is the video right here. 3 days ago, the Prime Expedition. This person, these are content farms, by the way. These are not real creators. These are people that won't, it's just literally, I've seen this happen before. They actually did this to a criminal case. Okay, and there's another daughter. I'll definitely look it up. All right. They actually did this to another criminal case, actually where I live, where this is 3 days old. There's one that's 4 hours old. They just keep reproducing and using the same thumbnail, guys. These are content farm. Don't fall for these content farms. Please note that. The people behind there are just, there might be real people, I don't know, but this is like the quickest way to grow a channel. Okay, and they don't really show any actual anything. I mean, it's literally nothing but content farms. Rabbit, look up. I put your comment up, girl. Leslie Ann Allen. Okay, why? And a murder trial wouldn't happen that fast. Please note that. I mean, we don't even. Is she even charged? Do we even know if the lady is charged? Okay. Leslie, Annie, or Ann Allen. Gene Hackman autopsy contradicts daughter Leslie Ann Allen's claims. Watch. Oh, this is that E-Time video too. Hold up. This is no talk. This is nothing but music, right? This is what they do. I'm not believing any of this. I'm sorry. The E-Times, I'm sorry. It's all BS, I promise you. None of these are like yes, they're a channel, but they don't show anything. What they're saying right here, look, let me show you. Medical investigation reveals Hackman suffered from advanced Alzheimer's. We know that because that was made public. But what are they showing here? Are they showing you an autopsy report? Are they showing you anything that we have no access to yet? They're trying to block the body cam footage, at least portions of it. None of this right here, I would take with as fact whatsoever. These are just like nobody talks, y'all. Literally, look. That's not even what the morgue is. This is just stock media, guys. Yeah, no. Sorry. I don't want to play it because I don't not a video, it's news. Not a video, it's news. Where though? Not a video, it's news. What do you mean it's news? This is called E-Times. This is the first video that I pulled. I'm not buying it, y'all. Here it is. Rockstar. Gene Hackman's daughter, Leslie Ann, speaks out on dad's suspicious death. Did she speak out? Leslie Ann breaks silence about the death. Gene Hackman's surprising twist. I'm not buying this right here, guys. They got to show more. Look at this one. He was a psychopath. The FBI discovers a secret tunnel under Gene Hackman's mansion. There might be. I wasn't there. I don't know, but I'm just. You guys, I'm just saying, like some of these, they're content farms. That's all they are. They're all content farms. There's not like an actual legit source. They don't. Oop, I disappeared. Hold up. I disappeared. Is this here? It is. They don't really really show you any actual receipts. You just got to be careful. Yahoo reports, that's fine, but I'm just saying, like, if the authorities aren't even releasing a lot of this, it might not actually be true. They're all just content farms. Thank you. Gene Hackman's daughter merges after false statements. Okay, I will look into that. And by the way, don't you think that would have also been like, reported a little bit more widely too? Gene Hackman's daughter, because he has two, right? Merges after false statements. I'm just saying, check your channels. This is Tisa Tells. Tisa Tells. Oh, Tisa. Okay. Gene Hackman's daughter merges after false statements. Public demands. I didn't even know what she said. Let me see. Hold up. Let me show you. This is
has emerged after being called out on her false statements. What am I talking about? If you guys don't know, Gene Hackman and his wife, daughter, was one of the loudest and earliest people saying it's carbon monoxide poisoning. We said,
Yeah,
okay,
she did
but
say
the gas
that.
company in Santa Fe said it's not gas poisoning. No, it has to be. Then she refused to go and pick up the bodies until the police investigation was done. I said, okay, because it could have been emerging. However, it got more and more weird because while the police were doing their autopsy that was suspected to take between 1 and 3 months, and it ended up taking less than 7 calendar days to find a rare mouse bite, even though lots of pathologists say they should do further testing.
A rare mouse bite? They didn't get bitten by a mouse, or at least that's not what they said. They said it was mouse droppings.
Because there are a lot of poisons that can be given, at least 3, that will mimic that. I believe it's the hantavirus, which is carried by mice. So they said they need further testing. The police have not said whether they're doing further testing or not. But let me just get back to the point, okay? One of the things that was so confusing is that Gene Hackman's daughter was saying, what are you talking about? It had to be carbon monoxide. We were super close. We just spoke to each other a few months ago, and he was in perfect health. Yes, he was old, but he was in perfect health. Well, now she is being called out for these false statements. This is directly from Kevin Harass. In Yahoo News. They said after Gene Hackman's daughter, Leslie Ann, has been largely out of the public eyes and she was proven completely incorrect about the health and well-being of her father. But she finally emerged in public this week. Now, if you guys don't remember, in an interview soon after Gene and his wife, Betsy, were discovered passed away, she stated that her father was in good health and showed no signs of any health issues.
There were some inconsistent statements, I will say. Rabbit, you should read Dina's comments. Dina's comments. Well, what Dina say? Shout out to Dina. Dina, that could be explained why the authorities felt shifty during the presser. Hold up, Dina. Where'd you go, Dina? Dina, they told me to read people were falling ill and officials declined to treat the water. It's deoxygenates the blood the same way I don't believe the rodent story. I'm not a medical examiner. I wasn't there. I don't know. Who are you talking about, Morris? She has me block and for some reason won't unblock me. I don't know. Interesting. I will say this. Do I believe that there's some sketchiness going on in this situation? I do. I don't know to what degree, if that makes sense. I don't necessarily, I don't know. It was sketch how the children were speaking out, the adult children were speaking out, the way in which they kind of treated this. I definitely agree with that. But I don't, until I see that they've been actually formally charged with something, then we gonna talk, right? Because you guys know, like, I can weigh both in this situation. It all seems very sketch. All of it seems very sketch, you know? So the daughter was not coming down to make arrangements. That's not the police policy. Perhaps they had, and I don't feel like we're showing everything, the full context, if you know what I mean, of the calls. I think that's what it is. Yes, and they did, right, Biscuit? They did. So that's what I'm like, I wonder about this. Keep in mind that they said she died on the 11th. They got the death date wrong, guys. She was calling the medical office on the 12th. So they didn't, I don't feel like Mexico got everything correct, if you know what I mean. Tippy says, I didn't have my glasses on and your shirt color is too close to your skin tone. Ooh, Tippy, do you see me naked? You better stop. $4.99. Sylvia's like, yawn. Yawn to who, Sylvia? Are you yawning at me or Tisa Tells? Y'all, this is why I'm saying I don't think that it's all too off. I think we have to kind of keep an open mind about certain things. But the thing is like I've been doing YouTube for 4 years, so I can definitely like Steeler says, you know, there's other reports, and I could there's probably are, but I'm very skeptical about things because I've been doing YouTube for 4 years. I could tell you that there are content farms out there that really dedicate themselves to generate certain things that may never really actually produce anything. And for me, it's like I kind of have to weigh both in. I'll report on one thing, but if I smell BS on something, I got to call it out. And I said, you know, it just doesn't make sense. And I'll push back, of course, with love and care. Okay. Let's see. Yo, I know, right? Is this the nudie rabbit? I didn't even know I was wearing a shirt. It does match my skin color a little bit more, huh? Yeah. Anyways, I know. Comes to fruition. I absolutely did. I got you were like rabbits nude on live. Is that why everybody's here? Y'all wanted to watch me nude on live. Y'all need to stop it with that. Y'all are crazy. Okay. Let's see. You said, I'm sorry, but How can you say you're super close, but I only spoke few months? Just because that's the question that I wonder too. She knew enough about the dogs. I think that at least the daughter knew enough about the dogs to be like, I know enough about dogs to kind of, talk to the officers about the dogs over the phone, if you know what I mean. So I think that maybe there might have been some conversations, but they probably weren't as close. That's how it seems like to me. I'm not bringing Bruce. Bruce is on retirement. Okay, Morris, did you go to the Discord and see the Bruce video? You need to go watch the Bruce video that we did there. If you members, if you've not watched the Bruce video, go watch the Bruce video. It's a lot. It's a lot, Let's see. YouTube, both of the 7th grade mean girls who slap a note on your back in the hallway and the kindest, sweetest first love of your life experience, says Kraken. Shout out to Kraken. Can Gene drive a car with Alzheimer's but not call 911 if his wife dies? Makes no sense. Was he driving at the age of 95, 94? What was he able to do? That's the question that I have. Like, was he driving or did he need people to drive him around? That's a good question. The algorithm will go on wild when it twigs Rabbit and Pika streaking on Saturdays. Bruce is for nighttime only. That's right. Bruce only comes up at a night. That's right. You said no, he used to ride a bicycle around. He didn't go out much. But he can ride a bike? Damn. So he was definitely getting around, but he didn't know how to call, like he didn't call 911. It totally depends on what stage he was. Now, if he's like advanced stage Alzheimer's, I would be a little bit worried about him being on a bike. He can get lost. I mean, he could, people don't typically forget how to ride bikes. That's what I've heard. But if you've exercised certain muscles in the brain. But I do wonder about all this other stuff in between, if you know what I mean. But I don't think, like I said, I don't think no answer is wrong. I would just be careful and mindful of kind of where you're getting that information and stuff like that. Because there are content farms that are out there. Buckle up, Buttercup says, this is so out of context. If they said, what should we do with the dog? If the dog was beloved by Betsy, the daughter answer would be normal. Lots of people treat like dogs like family members. See, that's what I'm saying. Buckled up, Buttercup. I feel like when I heard that other channel, I feel like we're taking a lot out of context. We don't really know. So we have to be a little bit careful about, like, maybe there were other calls and that made her say what she said at the police recording. This is why I'm like, I want to make sure we listen to everything. That part of the story makes me sad. I think he wandered around for a week and didn't know who to call help. Yeah, he could have like completely checked out, and didn't know. TMZ has a video of it. I feel like, Natasha, I've seen him be in a car and get out of a car too, of Gene Hackman. So it wasn't like he was like, oh, he was getting around, guys. So I mean, and that's good, I guess. But did he leave? Did he need that level of supervision? That's the question that we have, if you know what I mean. My best friend gave me a free mountain bike. Shout out to you, Luigi. I had rode a bike in the decade. I balanced and broke properly right away. Shout out to you. He had stopped riding bikes and checking mail. Okay. Every once in a while, they would see him. Hey, Heather, how are you, love? Why no security camera? Does anyone else think that's odd? I'm not rich or famous. I have security cameras. I think almost everyone these days has at least one. I know that this is overreaching. I wonder if they had a very secluded property, right? I do wonder if there was somebody else, like who was managing that for them, or it makes me wonder. They had a weird relationship with Clint Eastwood and Dustin Hoffman. And the dog fell ill, and she was at the vet supposedly getting meds at CVS. I think they were all sick and knew something was wrong. Interesting. Dina, do you feel like, what do you feel about the death date? Like, if that doctor hadn't even come out and said anything publicly to any type of outlet, you guys do realize we would have thought that he passed away on the 11th, or that she passed away on the 11th, potentially. And let me be very clear. They're using the coroner's office and the sheriffs are very like loose on their words. They're saying something to the effect, we believe, but they spoke without actually having the cell phone activity cleared. If they would have had the cell phone activity cleared, this would be a little bit different, if you know what I mean. You said Gene had Alzheimer's and wandered around for a week with his dead wife, but Wendy Williams needs a guardianship. There you go. Yeah, exactly. We would have thought that I don't understand the lies, so I feel like it's a cover up of something. I mean, I can definitely feel like it's just so suspicious, you know? That's it. Suspicious. All of it. So many unanswered questions. That's how I feel. How I feel. All right, guys, my beautiful, wonderful people, y'all are amazing, amazing, amazing. Can that channel even legally copy claim over publicly available body cam footage, especially if channel isn't talking or shown? Court Von Dees. Shout out to you, love. You're gorgeous. Let me say this, okay? People on YouTube will misuse the copyright system. I've had creators who I thought had a little bit more integrity lie on the copyrights. One big one here who is like a self-proclaimed profiler actually did that to me, lied on a copyright claim and said that I uploaded her entire video to my channel, which is not true. She didn't have an understanding of fair use commentary. I give a lot of fair use commentary, but people like to play with the system. And for me, it's like, I don't got time for that. I don't have time to refile and take this shit down. And, you know, and because it's not just like that I have to go through YouTube to do it. It sucks. But people do be doing, they misuse it. Straight up lied. And they will lie. They say, well, they uploaded my whole video. And this is somebody who I thought, I was like, well, damn, the lady's got integrity. When she lied on me about that, yeah, no. And some folks do. They will strike channels if you're using even an ounce of their material. So the copyright system is used here nefariously, if that makes sense. So that's how I feel. So I have to be careful. But anyways, guys, y'all are amazing. I will see you guys on the next one. Hit the like button. It's free. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Shout out to y'all. I gotta go. I'm gonna work on some pre-recorded videos. I probably need to rest today. I'm probably not gonna go live. I'm tired. We did a lot of videos yesterday. And let me shout out Sylvia. Thank you again for your $4.99. Hit the like button. I appreciate it. Bye, guys. Bye. Bye.